Good day, everyone. Today, we are going to learn something related to sociology, and the topics that we are going to share to you are the social control theory, the deterrence perspectives, and the interactionist perspective. Let us know first what is social control and how it's related to deviancy.
First, we must know the proponent of the theory, and the proponent of social control theory is Travis Hirsch. Travis Hirsch is born on April 15, 1935 at Rockville, Utah, United States, and died on January 2, 2017 at Tucson, Arizona. He is an American criminologist known for his social control perspective on juvenile delinquency and his self-control perspective on crime. He is also an American criminal sociologist and emeritus professor of sociology at the University of Arizona. He helped to develop the modern version of social control theory of crime, and later it called self-control theory of crime. Hirsch argued that delinquency can be explained by the absence of social bonds. Social bonds is the interaction or the relationship of individuals between the environments or to in the environments. And there are four parts or types of social bonds, and it were furtherly discussed by Ms. Baton later. According to him, social attachment to parents, teachers, and peers, involvement in conventional activities, acceptance of social norms, such as the norms that criminal acts should be avoided, and the recognition of the moral validity of law are most likely to prevent delinquency. So, in short, the relationship or the bonds between the environment and individuals is nakatulong sa atin to prevent or avoid delinquency or criminal behavior. That's why Hirsch did not buy into the earliest theories such as string theory or differential association theory, because it both maintained the belief that criminal behavior was either learned or caused by the occurrences or conditions in one's environment. So, ang nilalaman nga na yung string theory or differential association theory is salungat sa paniniwala sa perspective ni Hirsch. Because for Hirsch, the environment or interaction between individuals and environment ay nakatulong sa atin to prevent delinquency, ay ang kabaligtaran naman ito ng string theory or differential theory, which is naniniwala ito na natututunan or ang mismong cause ng criminal behavior ay ang occurrences or condition in one's environment. And to continue the discussion or to discuss the proponent of the theory, I will call Miss Valerie Baton.
So now let's talk about the concept of social control theory by Travis Hirsch. So according to Bartol and Bartol social control theory, they contend that crime and delinquency occur when an individual ties to the conventional order or normative standards are weak or largely non-existent. So meaning to say, nagagawa lamang ng isang tao ang pagkakasala or pag-engage doon sa criminal activity kapag mahina yung connection niya or relationship niya sa taong nasa paligid niya. At katulad ng sinabi ni Travis Hirsch na ang individual daw ay nagkakamit lang ng crime kapag may kulang doon sa bonds na meron sila. So, yung attachment, yung commitment, involvement, and belief. Kapag may kulang yun or mahina yun, may possibility na mag-commit sila ng crime. So, next thing is, this theory contends that all people from the time that we are born are basically bad apples that must be controlled by law, rules, and regulation in order to keep the society in check. So, it goes on to maintain that those who have weak bond to societal controls end up participating in deviant or criminal behavior. So, according to the social control theory, Hirsch argued that the most important question here is not why do they do it. So, example, why do criminals commit crime, but rather, why do the rest of us not do it? So, bakit nga ba karamihan sa atin o mas marami pa din sa population natin ang hindi nagkakamit ng crime? May explanation siya dito na kung bakit karamihan sa atin ay hindi nagkakamit ng crime is because na-maintain natin yung bonds na meron tayo. Na-maintain natin yung bonds na nasa sarili natin. And those bonds, we will discuss that later. No? So the social control theory offers an explanation here that when an individual bonds to society are strong, they prevent or limit the crime or the other deviant behaviors. However, when bonds are weak, they increase the probability of deviances. No? So weak or broken bonds do not cause delinquency, but rather allow it to happen. So now let's move on to the 4 elements of bonds. And according to Travis Hershey, there are 4 elements of basic bonds that people develop which determine whether or not they will engage in criminal activity. And those 4 elements are the attachment, commitment, involvement, and the belief. So the attachment bond. So this is the first bond that Travis Hershey proposed. So according to this, attachment bond, this can be referred to the attachment to others essentially. So this bond established in close relationship to conventional others will act as deterrent to crime. So here in attachment bond, we measure our connection to other people. So as I mentioned earlier, no, having weak attachment can lead to do a criminal activity. So having a weak attachment with families, with friends, with siblings can lead to a person to do criminal behavior or delinquency. However, kung yung bond na meron siya, kung strong yung attachment na meron siya sa ibang tao, hindi niya maiisip na gumawa ng criminal activity. Kasi nga, kung meron kang kung okay yung relationship mo sa ibang tao, may pakialam ka sa opinion nila about sa'yo and may care ka din sa kanila. That's why, nagpa-prevent yun sa isang tao na gumawa ng criminal behavior or criminal activity na tinatawag. Commitment bond is the second element of bond according to Travis Hershey. So according dito, the desire to achieve conventional goal will reduce delinquency, no? Because it will make achieving those goals more difficult. So, example na lang, no, tayo. May kanya-kanya tayong mga goal sa buhay na gusto nating i-achieve. So, nakafocus tayo doon sa pagkamit natin ng mga pangarap natin. So, gumagawa tayo ng mga paraan para makatulong sa atin sa pagkamit ng mga goals natin. So, focus lang tayo doon sa pag-achieve ng mga goals natin. Hindi natin maiisip na ma-involve or ma-engage sa criminal behavior or gumawa ng mga criminal activity. Kasi nga may goal tayo na gustong marating. And yun nga, hindi natin maiisip na ma-engage sa mga criminal activity. And doon naman sa mga tao na weak yung commitment bond nila or wala sila masyadong pangarap sa buhay, sila yung mga tao na mas prone sa paggawa ng criminal activity or criminal behavior. Kasi nga, hindi sila nakafocus dun sa mga pangarap nila or wala silang mga pangarap sa buhay nila. Kaya, kung ano-ano na lang yung mga ginagawa nila na pwedeng mag-end up sa paggawa ng criminal activity. So, ito sa unang dalawang element ng bond according to Travis Hershey. Kapag strong yung attachment bond mo, strong yung commitment bond mo, may possibility na hindi ka mismo ma-engage sa criminal activity. While kapag weak naman or broken yung attachment bond and commitment bond mo sa sarili mo, may possibility talaga na ma-engage ka sa criminal activity. And dapat talaga na yung attachment bond and commitment bond natin ay ma-maintain natin in a good way.
So, the third element is involvement. Involvement bond is the opportunity cost associated with how people spend their time. That is according to Pratt, Gao, and Praknin 2011. The sufficient time and energy is spent on conventional activities such that less time remains for delinquent behavior. So, sinasabi dito sa involvement bond na kapag ang isang individual ay nag-invest ng kanilang time kung anong mga ganap sa community, malaki ang posibilidad na hindi sila makakagawa ng mga criminal activities. So, halimbawa, ako bilang isang kabataan, So sa community, may nagaganap na paligsahan o mga palaro katulad ng volleyball, basketball at iba pa. So ako, pinili ko na sumali sa volleyball. So in that case, dahil sumali ako sa mga ganap sa community, nagkaroon ako ng involvement sa society, and with that, nagkaroon ako ng relationship with them. At dahil nga na-involved na ako sa community at nakabuild na ng relationship with them, it is possible that I will not do the criminal activities. So the last element is belief bond. Belief bond is the extent to which an individual has been socialized into and accepts the common belief system. According to Hirschi, when you have a strong belief or religion, then you automatically avoid to commit delinquent acts because every religion teach us to spread peace everywhere. So, dito naman sa belief bond, this refers to an acceptance of conventional morality and respect for authority. So, yung mga taong may strong moral belief in the law, sila yung less likely na ma-engage sa criminal activities. But if an individual does not believe in the teachings of the society, they will not be bound by them. In fact, they may act out deliberately and publicly to express their opposition. So, kailangan sa community may common belief sa law or sa batas dahil kung hindi or kung mahina ang belief, there is a possibility to commit the criminal acts. So, ayon nga kay Hirschi, na having a strong belief and religion prevents us from criminal activities. Kasi nga 'di ba, kapag ang isang tao na relihiyoso talaga ay maliit ang percent or maliit ang tsansa na mag-commit siya ng krimen. So, to conclude sa apat na elements na nabanggit, which are attachment, commitment, involvement, and belief, kailangan na ang apat na ito ay hindi maging mahina. Ang mga band na ito ay kailangan na hindi maging mahina. Dahil, if one of these four items break down, Hirschi hypothesizes that an individual may then participate in criminal activities. Social control theory is definitely a contributing factor in explaining society's involvement and engagement in criminal activity, although it definitely is not the sole explanation. So overall, Hirschi's social control theory asserts that humans are not born with a conscience, but rather that it is developed over time through interaction with important people and places in our lives. So, the social control theory probably best reflect the public's view why people commit crime. Sinasabi din dito na ang konsensya ng tao ay hindi natin taglay nang tayo ay pinanganak. Bagkus, nade-develop ito sa pamamagitan ng pakikipag-interact natin. Additionally, when an individual engages in criminal activity, the activity is due to a lack of social control from individuals, families, or law enforcement.
The strength of an individual's social bonds decreases the propensity for criminal or deviant behavior. In other words, youth are less attracted to criminal behavior when they are involved with others, learning useful skills, being rewarded for using those skills, enjoying strong relationships and forming attachments, and earning the respect of their communities. So, ang social control theory ay nakakatulong sa atin upang mailayo tayo sa mga criminal activities. So, tayong mga kabataan, kailangan natin magkaroon ng social bonds with others. With that, maiiwasan natin ang magkaroon ng criminal or deviant behavior. That would be all. Thank you.